come and present the Schroeder Family First Award to Senator Aguilar.
Owen.
I first met Irene several years ago, as many people I think, when we were working to get universal health care for all Colorado. And it was something the party was working on, and I was working with the party, and I met Irene through that, and she really inspired me right away. And I think fueled my passion and helped put me into overdrive in terms of my interest in really working for the things that matter so much to us. I started working for her, I think, about a year ago in the middle of a vacancy committee election, when we both had the pleasure of competing against each other, and at a certain point in the election I got the privilege of working to help get her all the way home. And it's been a great honor to have her as my state senator. This award is about the Pat Schroeder Family First Award, and really about families, families first. And I love the quote that her daughter Meg gave on election night last year from Pat Schroeder. She said, there's this idea that you stay home and make the world better for your family. Well, you can make it a whole lot better for a whole lot more people if you get out and do something about public policy. Irene has been doing that in the private sector, as a doctor at Denver Health's Westside Clinic, and as our state senator in Senate District 32. And I think one of her qualities is she makes everyone feel like they're part of her family. I remember a town hall meeting we had about a month ago, I guess, where Dr. Fallon, who opposed Congresswoman Deget last year, his mother came to the meeting and battered Irene with questions all night long and tried to throw her off track. At the end of the meeting, said how much she respected Irene for her openness to other perspectives and her willingness to listen to all sides of an argument. That's one of her great qualities, and that's one of the qualities that makes a good family. Just last night, she, on a stage in front of a crowded house from a theater event, talked about the Republican women at the Senate, the 3 Republican senators who stood up to vote for civil unions and broke with their party to do what was right, and how important that was, and how it gave hope for what we can do together to solve the problems we're facing. That's the kind of leadership that represents family values, that finally bring that term of family values back to something we can own as the Democratic Party of Denver, or the Democratic Party in general. So I'm proud to give the Families First Award this year to my good friend, Senator Irene Aguilar.
I had to bring the part of my family that was here because I really could not do this without the love and support and sacrifice of my family. And I owe it all to you guys. Thank you. And I put my cell phone works because I want to share. Sometimes when I'm sitting there feeling like things are hopeless and what am I doing, I actually have saved this message that my daughter Amy left for me one day when I didn't get to the phone on time. And I didn't bring Amy. As many of you know, Amy is my daughter who will soon be 17 and has multiple special needs. And it's really the reason that I'm here. I came, like many people do, selfishly, wanting to see what kind of safety net our government provided for those of us who are most vulnerable. And sometimes when I feel frustrated or disappointed, I play Amy's voice just to give me hope and her again. So I want you to hear a little bit of Amy's voice. You know, the thing about Amy is that it doesn't matter what's happening, she's just so happy to be alive, and she loves everybody, and I think she's really changed all of our lives in ways that we'll never understand. And not only because of Amy, but because of all the patients I've seen over the years at Denver Health. I would really like to see me leave my daughter behind and my son, who's at WashU in St. Louis in college right now, behind a much better world than we have. And being part of the Democratic Party of Denver and seeing all the hard work all of you guys do, particularly my treasurer, Ed Hall, and my assistant, Susan Lontine, and Owen Perkins. And I brought a couple of other friends, stand up Janice and Carol, because Janice has been in Amy's life since she was 18 months old and has really shown us what's important in life. And Carol, every time I can't find someone to do something, she comes out and does it with me. So